Good morning, guys. Oops. I am sorry. We don't want music right now. Good morning, guys. Home at the crib. And sorry for the sunlight. Oh crap. Now my garage doesn't wanna close. There you go. I'm not liking this sunlight that y'all getting on y'all video. Might have to bring y'all down a little bit. Why y'all getting that? There you go. Sorry about that. My bad. Hurt your eyes wherever y'all at. Alright. Sorry for the mess. It don't make no sense to clean out my car. Because I'm only home for 2 days on this one. Alright, let's get right to it. I noticed some people are saying that they're starting onboarding. So I don't know if y'all look at all my videos, so I'm going to give y'all a fresh one. You know, the new subscribers. I think somebody said they're going in a week. In a week, so I just want to give a little tips. A fresh tip. Try no errors. Like I did in the video when I was home before. Give y'all, good info, so y'all won't be confused. I'm sorry for the sunlight. I'm actually making my way to a Walmart right now to get some groceries. I shop at Walmart too. I'm everyday Walmart, baby. Oh, I'm glad I said that. Hey, before I even start. Hey, my name is Ecron Lewis, Ecron Lewis. If you haven't applied yet, sorry about that. I'll call my wife back in a second. If you haven't applied yet, use me as a referral, 66594. And I'm gonna add that in my video actually. So I've heard a couple of drivers say it, and heard a couple of drivers say it. So I'm just gonna repeat it. If you haven't applied yet, because I think another lady asked me, how long does it take for them to call you back? From what I am understanding is that if you do put somebody down as a referral, it does speed up. It does get your application pulled faster. Like I said, I just heard that from a couple of drivers. I actually watched another driver's YouTube channel, I just would see, make sure I'm doing everything right. I kind of not piggyback, but just hearing what they're saying. Pretty much we all talk about the same thing. I like it. I liked his channel. Hey, if you like my channel, like and subscribe. I haven't been saying that, but my wife told me I should tell you that. Because she watched DIY and influence. That's all she watched. She don't even watch TV. So I come home and I'm like, oh my God, you watching how to put flooring down there? And she be like, we could do this, babe. We could do this. I gotta get that all day. Now, if y'all wives are like that, you know what I'm talking about. We don't need to get a plumber. We don't need to do this which I like it. And I'm trying to get with her where she's at. I'm like, well, she's watching the videos on YouTube. I guess we can do it. I mean, we did cut drywall. We have a little plumbing issue. We did cut the ceiling out and just watching YouTube. So, YouTube is cool. But anyway, stick back to business. For the that's what I heard. I heard if you put employee number in as a referral, somebody, it does get your application pulled. Because one girl, she asked me, how long does it take for them to call you back? I can't answer. I can't remember because it's been so long ago. But like I said, I thought it was like a week. But I did have somebody as a referral. I had my friend's brother-in-law, because if you watch my other video, he helped me get back to Walmart because I left. And he helped me get back because it wasn't even showing that they was hiring. And he just told me to apply to another state and then call the DC and talk to the manager at transportation. And he saw my application and switched it to LaGrange. So that's how I got back to LaGrange. So I referred him for that. But I referred him. Now, I know one guy said he was able to call the recruiter and ask him to put me down as a referral after he already applied. I don't know if you can do that, but if you can, hey, appreciate that. And shout out to the referral recruiter that put me down. But let's go in it. So I know some people was doing onboarding, right? All right. I think it's like 6 or 7 sites. I just got word there's one in Delaware. I think there's one in Dallas. And I know the one in South Carolina. I don't know if it's one in Cali or Utah. I'm not sure. I know there's another one. It's more. So I'm sure they all are doing the same thing. So I'm going to start off with the onboarding for you guys. And then I'm going to talk about the pay, like I've done. And I'm going to tell you what I like about Walmart. And I'm going to respond to some of the haters. Because I'm learning now that, you know, you're going to get haters on your page. They're going to start saying crazy stuff. And I guess now I got to not get upset, but learn how to respond in love, the godly way, and respond in a way to let them know that y'all not affecting me in any way, what you say. But, you know, I just want to give you some insight of what I'm talking about. And because a lot of them seem misinformed. Some said Walmart is not the best company. Never said that. Never said it. I have worked for many jobs. I'm not proud of that. I got 20-some years experience driving. I've been with a lot of companies. I worked for JB Hunt, Walmart, R&L Carriers, KLLM. Who else I worked for? BFL. I don't even think they're around. That was lease purchase. Stan Cook Trucking out of Minnesota. That was the closest I was almost paying off a truck, but you know, they had a little dedicated Best Buy account. That was cool, but they changed it up. Now it's not even worth it for a lease purchase to me. But the whole point is I've been with plenty of jobs, and I'm just gonna go right into it. So, here at Walmart, about to pick up some groceries, so about to park. I never said Walmart is the best. Hold on, I gotta pause this video because I gotta let them know I'm here. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I had to let them know that I was here. I didn't know if I could close this phone down. I didn't know that would have knocked the whole video out. Trying to remember where I was at. Well, I'll just go into onboarding. I can't remember where I was at. Sorry, guys. So onboarding, alright, you got 3 assessments. When you come to onboarding on Mondays, it's Monday to Thursday. If you mess up on any part of the driving part or anything, they may make you come back Friday morning. So if they tell you come back Friday morning at 6:30, 7 o'clock, you know you done screwed up somewhere. You just do everything you did on Thursday, pass, and you're good. Now if they tell you come back 10:30 and 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, you're good. All right, we're going to start with the driving part. Driving, you know, when y'all start, the truck is going to already be pre-trip. You know, this is based on South Carolina. I'm sure it's all the same. Try to get the sunlight out of y'all. And anywhere else, any of the other sites. Truck's gonna be ready pre-trip. Just do a walk around, check the lights, make sure everything's good. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that was the Walmart guy. I didn't want to put him on camera. Yeah, Walmart, by the way. Walmart, shop at Walmart. Not a star. All right, so once y'all get it going, the recruiter, the instructor, he's not gonna be doing a whole lot of talk. You know, if you listen to any of my videos, you're not going to do a lot of small talking. So get your mind right, focus, lock in. All right, they test you day 1. So I think it starts Tuesday. I think Monday will be drug screen. They just do urine. They don't do hair follicles. But come on, guys. Be clean. Don't smoke the day before and then try to drink a drink from the GNC place. Don't do that. Just you know when onboarding is, just stay clean, bro. Stop it. If If you got an addiction of weed or whatever, ask Jesus Christ, man, take that away. And thank him in advance. And believe that you heal. I'm going to leave it like that. Believe that you heal if you got addiction on that. And then wait for it. And then just wait. He going to work on you. You believe in him? That's all that matters. That's all you got to do. I'm not going to preach to y'all, but, believing in Christ, that's it. You good. Just be clean. Leave it at that. Before you come on Monday, they're going to drug screen you. All right. What else? All right. So when y'all get rolling, most likely most DCs the speed limit is 10 miles per hour, but I have been at some at 15. So you'll know what the speed limit is when you come in with your car and you park at onboarding. So do that speed limit. If you slow shaky on the leg, go 9. Do 9 miles per hour. At all stop signs on the yard and on the street, on the highway, come to a complete stop. This is a little nugget, help you count 3 seconds in your head and then move. You know what I mean? That's my little thing. That's what they said when we all was talking to among each other. Don't be a stranger. If y'all struggling with something, talk among each other. That's how our drivers help each other out. That's how I knew to say that. Because I got dinged for that. They said I didn't stop. They said I was moving. So I was talking to the people in class. They was like, you know what helps me? I just count. Well, she said 6 seconds. She said, that's a little bit too long. Yeah, I just count some seconds in my head and then I go. So that's my little nugget to y'all. Count 3 seconds. You come to a stop. 1, 2, 3. And I got to pause. I think this guy is about to load my car. Hold on. All right. So I'm trying to see how I can lead y'all up and drive at the same time. I guess I'll just have to hold it. Oh, you know what? I'll just sit tight here for a second. All right. So once you get out of the yard, you do the speed limit. Do the speed limit. If the speed limit, from South Carolina, when you get on the highway right there next to the DC. When you leave the DC, I think it's 45 miles per hour. Do the speed limit. You can't do 6 under. So if the speed limit is 55, you can't go to 49, or you're gonna fail that assessment. You're gonna have to keep it between 50 to 55. Me, I kept it at 53. I literally held it up. I was like, you know what, I don't want to be speeding. Because you know how you can't put the cruise. They don't want you setting the cruise, so I just held it at 53 the whole time. You can't go 6 under. If it's 55, you can't go down to 49. And you can't go 56 because you're speeding. All right, so turn wide on all your turns. So I don't want to just base it on South Carolina because other places have, pretty much a similar. I'm sure it's going to be a similar thing. Turn wide on your turns. Make sure you don't hit the curve. And don't hit the gravel, nothing like that. When you're about to turn and you stop at a sign somewhere, a stop sign, make sure it's clear before you make that turn. Don't cut nobody off. If you see somebody coming and you get in front of them, now the instructor's going to go like this to see if you cause him to hit the brake. Don't do that. Don't impede traffic. Let them go. There's no time on the driving. No time. Take your time. Let him go and then go after. Or if he's all the way down there, then that's fine. But as long as you don't cause him to hit the brake, slam on brakes or anything like that, or change lanes, they're going to ding you for that. You know what I mean? You don't want to fail the driving. We all got experience here. When you get down the road, right? If you don't know what the speed limit is, ask the instructor. Because that's all you're talking you're going to be doing, giving you directions and stuff like that. If he says 55, I will go 53. Just don't go less than 50. Now, when you see the sign ahead down the road, you're going to say 45. Now, you was just in the 55. By the time you get to that sign, right at the sign, you need to be doing 45. So you need to be bringing it down. And then the next one will be 35. By the time you get to that 35 sign, you need to be at 35. Now, it might go pick up back to 45. By the time you get to No, but when you get to the 45 sign from a 35 speed limit zone, you don't build speed until you get to that sign. So if the next sign is 45, then once you get to the sign, then that's when you build speed. So the next sign is 55 and a 45. The time you get to that 55, when you get to, no, not time, when you get to the 55, that's when you build to 55. Do not speed in the 45 zone before you get to the sign. They're gonna ding you for that. All right. South Carolina, there's a turn. You make a left. I think it's Route 41. That turn, it's real busy. Cars going left, cars going right. Once again, there's no time on the driver, man. Sit there and wait. Come to the stop sign, get a complete stop, count your head, 1, 2, 3, then pull up a little bit so you can see clear. When it's the closest clear, you go. Now you might see a car all the way down there, that's fine. Just as long as you don't keep him a peeve track. As long as he don't have to hit the brake because you cut in front of him, he have to slow down for you because you fine. Then that's when you make your turn. And you start driving in South Carolina, it's a one lane road. One lane road, right? When it opens up to 2 lanes, you know you're gonna get in the right because you're a slower vehicle. Make sure you turn your signal on. When that lane open up to 2, hit your signal on to get over in that right lane. Don't just get over the right lane like we do. Show what you're doing. All right, this is important. This is what fail cats a lot. They're gonna tell you to make a left turn. It's gonna be a left single lane turn, not a double lane. One single lane to make a left at the light. If you're turning on a multiple, like a left 2-lane or 2-lane road, when you make that left from a single left lane, you stay in your left when you make that turn. Get in the left lane. When it's clear, you turn your right turn signal on and you move over to the right. Do not go straight into the right lane. If you go from a single left lane and you turn onto a multiple lane road and you go straight into the right lane, you're gonna fail. You ain't supposed to do that, especially when cars coming the other way. Single left lane, make a left, stay in the left lane, and then when it's clear, turn your right signal on, get over the right lane. Now he's going to say, once you make that turn, hey, in about a left, about a mile, half a mile, or in about half a mile, whatever, we're going to make another left. I don't care. You get back over in the right lane. Don't ride it. Since I'm going to the left, I'm just going to ride the left lane. No, I don't do that. They're going to get you. And it's got like 2 or 3 turns like that. Single left lane, left. Onto a multiple lanes, stay in your left. And then turn your signal on, get over to the right. All right. School zones, follow school zones. If it's 25 miles per hour or 35 and it's light up, you do that. Don't build speed until you see resume speed limit. And once you get to that sign, I'll wait till I get to that sign and then take off back to whatever the speed limit is. All right, that's the driving. I don't know if some sites might deal with railroad tracks. So if there's a light, South Carolina, they don't do that no more. When I was here in 2022, I left, came back. In 2022, you had to deal with the route they took you on. They did deal with a railroad track, and it was a light right there. Now I don't know if y'all deal with that in any of your sites. Make sure be prepared to stop, especially on the steady green. Don't stop on the tracks. I don't care what you do. Bust that right. He told you go straight, and the light turn red. I bust that. Turn red. Turn on red. Turn. Don't stay on the track is what I'm telling you. Now I don't know what this. If you run the light, I don't know what's that about. But I know you don't stay on them tracks or stop before you get to the tracks. And then steady green. If it's green, you see it steady while you hunt it. Be prepared to slow down. Come to a stop. Start bringing it down a little bit. That's like little nuggets. If it's been green for a while, just be prepared. It's going to turn red. Be prepared that you could come to a stop and you have to run the light. All right, that's the driver. I think that's all I could give you on the driver. Oh, yeah. We didn't have to deal with this in South Carolina, but in 2022 we did. They changed the route from 2023 to 2022. I left in November of 2022, and I came back in October 2023. So I had to do onboarding twice because I left in 10 months. If I had did it 12 months, a year, I probably wouldn't have had to do onboarding again. I left for personal reasons, not because of Walmart. But anyway, the sun is killing my leg. Put this pillow right. Gotta go to PetSmart for my dog. So I'm about to get out of here because I got cold stuff in here. It's something I want to give you. If they get you a place, I didn't say this in my other video. If they take you to a place like a right turn, and there's a curve there, maybe like a pole, maybe like it's a tight turn, and you got the green, but cars is in their left turn signal lane trying to make a left, and you can't make that turn clearly unless you in their lane. Wait till it's red. Don't go. Don't block traffic. And now because you're gonna run over the curve and all that stuff. Wait till it turn red. Let all them cars go, and then bust that right. Most likely, most states you could turn on red. So, except New York and all that. But most states you could turn on red. So that's what I'll do. I'll just wait. I'll just let them cars go, and then bust. And then even though your light is red, when it's clear, make a wide enough turn to keep from running over that curve. Now, if for any instance you do run over the curve, go real slow. Act like you got freight on there. Go real slow. Just guide the tire on top of the curve. They might ding you for that, but they might let it slide. You know what I mean? Because you ain't just go put it on. Like you could bust a rim or nothing like that. Just ride the curve. But try not to hit no curve. Try not to hit no gravel, no dirt. Make a clear turn. All right, let's get into the backing. All right, let's go. Let me get up out of here because I got cold stuff. I need to go to PetSmart. Backing is 20 minutes on the backing. Like I said, the driving is no time on the driving. Ain't no time. But the backing is time. So I will follow the instruction that first day on Monday. Watch what he does, because that's what I did. I watched what he did. He didn't pull up first and then turn. He didn't do none of that. He just turned that wheel all the way to the right, because you got to back up between two trailers. If you're a tanker driver and you haven't been doing a lot of flatbed, you haven't been doing a whole lot of backing, I know this might be a little challenging course for you, but you got 20 minutes. Don't sweat it. You got this. 20 minutes is enough time to do the backing. You know what? I think I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna go right. So, stay off the highway so I can talk to y'all a little bit. So watch the instructor. He gonna turn that wheel all the way to the right. Right? And then he gonna let the truck move. And then he gonna get all the way to the cones and then turn all the way to the left. And what he did in South Carolina, he got all the way to the cones in the front, and then he hit his horn, backed up a little bit so he could make the U-turn, do a straight U-E. Then he was like an angle like that, like I wouldn't say a 90 degree, but he was straight, but he was in an angle. All right. Once you get straight, you set your brakes, do a 360 walk around. You walk around the passenger side first, come all the way back, assess what you're doing, come all the way back on the driver's side, get back in your truck. When you're about to back up, you hit your horn. On any assessment you're about to back up, hit your horn. And really, the only time you're backing up should be when you're doing the backing and pre-trip. hit your horn, right? Now, when you're setting up to break, when you're about to get between the two trailers, because you're going to back up in the middle, you got to stop just before your trailer breaks the plane, before it gets inside the hole. This is where you do your 360. You got to do another 360. Get out. Oh, 3-point contact on every assessment. Now, you know what 3-point contact is, right? The truck is here. The step is here. You grab the pole. You pull yourself up. Or if there's no pole, there's one pole, use the other hand to grab the steering and pull yourself up. Never come out frontwards. Never come out frontwards. I'm going to say it again. Never come out frontwards or you're going to fail the assessment. And if you do it twice, you're done. You're not going to be able to pass that assessment on that day. You come back and do the same thing tomorrow, it's over with. Go pack your bags. Enjoy your 2-day vacation. It's a wrap for you. Okay? Do not come out frontwards. 3-point contact. In and out. In and out. Come on, pickup truck. God damn. All right. So, just need to throw that. All right. So before you break the plane, you do your 360, right? This is where you need to be looking at your trailer, seeing what you're doing. I would not back up in an angle. I would try to work that thing where I can see both sides of the trailer, so I can back up. If you back in an angle, it's close enough for you to hit that trailer on your right. So don't be doing like in the truck stop. Well, I'm all the way close to the left of the other trailer, so I should be good on the right. You're going to hit the trailer. You're taking a chance of hitting the trailer. I will work it. I will pull up as much time as you need. Or get out and look as much time as you need to make sure you don't hit that trailer on your right. Once you get in the hole, you got to back up. And you got to be even with all the three trailers got to be even with the nose. You want to get out and look because they got cones in the back. If you hit them cones in the back, that's like hitting the wall. You're going to fail. You don't want that. How you did all that work and got in there. So get out and look every time to make sure you're even. Once you get even, hit the brakes, you're done. I did it in 6-7 minutes every time, all 3 days. Well, 4 days. I had to come back Friday. So, but I know tanker drivers and steering wheel holders. It's a little joke. Tanker drivers and flatbeds sometimes have trouble with the backing. So I'm giving you little nuggets. You got plenty of time. Get out and look as much time. Pull up as much time as you need it. But every time you back up, hit the horn. All right, pre-trip. Now you can watch my pre-trip videos if you want to. That will help. So I'm gonna do a verbal because I'm not by the truck, obviously. I'm at the house. When you're about to start your pre-trip, open up all the compartment doors, the little storage doors. Open them. You most likely I'll be doing it on a freight line automatic. They're gonna have the fine steering shirt and on the driver's side and the 3 triangles on the other side. So open up the compartments. You got 30 minutes on the pre-trip. Your time ain't gonna start yet. Turn your hazard lights on. Turn your lights on. Get your hammer. Get you some gloves. Get you some knee pads if you don't, because you're gonna have to get underneath that trailer if you got bad knees. Get you some knee pads from Walmart or Home Depot. I wish I had some, but I didn't. But I watched somebody at Onboarding. He was a big dude. He had his knee pads. I said, oh man, that was smart. You gotta get underneath that trailer all 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you might as well get your knee pads. All right, but the knee pads was just a little nugget. You don't need your knee pads, but just saying, good to have it. So pre-trip. Pre-trip is 30 minutes. Once you get in front of the truck, make sure you bring the hammer with you. You might as well throw the hammer on the passenger side steering tire, because that's where you're going first do you're going to check the tires there. So you won't lose no time trying to find the hammer or have the hammer in your hand or whatever. But I'll just leave it by the steer tire, the initial start, on the passenger side. All right, open up all the latches too before you even start, so that don't waste no time. All right, once you get in front of the truck and you start talking, that's when the instructor gonna hit that, start the clock. You got 30 minutes on a pre-trip. My partner, my coworker said you could do it in 15. I ain't gonna lie, it took me 26 minutes. So I'm giving you a little video, a little tips to help you on pre-trip. You perfect it. When you get there, you can say it faster. Great. I'm just gonna give you a verbal because I'm not in front of the truck, but I do have videos on the international and freight line. The international, I did the one with the international. I did the whole pre-trip, brake check, everything. The freight line, I didn't do the brake check. Here's a little nugget. You don't have to actually do the brake test. You just verbalize what you would do. So get that out of there. So you don't have to be tripping. You don't have to get it's an automatic. You got to put the chalk down. You don't have to do all that. It's just verbal. And manual, you got to put it in first gear. All that is verbal. All right. Once you start talking, you're going to talk about the top of the truck. There's no cracks, no damage. You're going to work your way down. The 5 clearance lights is working. Good working order. The windshield's not cracked. Windshield wipers is present. Hood is good. Touch the hood mirrors, brackets. They're secure to the hood. Grill is secured. License plate is present. Lights are working. Hazard lights are working. There's no oil underneath the tractor, and the tractor is even level. Then you go on the passenger side, open up the hood. Now you don't have to be a mechanic to do the pre-trip. Okay? You just you talk about what you see, top to bottom. Do it the best way you think you can. I'm just gonna give you little tips. Should I go through all that? Yeah, I'll give you little tips. I'm not gonna go through the whole pre-trip on this video. You just watch the video. It's better for you to see it. But you talk about all the hoses. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. All the hoses. You touch them. Touch it. Verbally speak loud enough so he can hear you. You touch all the hoses. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. You touch the fan. Fan is good. Touch the belt. It's tight. Touch the hose clamp. If you want to, say the hoses and clamps are secure. Windshield wiper fluid will be underneath towards your left. You got windshield washer fluid. Then you talk about the frame. You don't have to talk about no alternator, no water pump, none of that foolishness. None of that. You just go on. The frame is good, not cracked. Spring hangers connected to the frame. It's good. Leaf springs connected. Leaf springs are good and not cracked, not missing any leaves. U-bolts connected to the steering axle. All steering axle components are present. Shock absorber is connected to the frame and it's not leaking. Now, I'm thinking the truck that you're going to be on will have disc brakes, but it might have rotors, so you're going to have to know which one is which. If it look like a Frisbee, that means that's disc brakes. If it has like little levels and stuff, like you see the brake pad and the rim and the little metal thing, that's rotors. Most likely it'll be disc brakes, but you'll know the difference. It'll be like a little metal disc. So you gotta talk about the brake airline. No abrasion, bulges, or cuts. Brake chamber is good. Brake caliper is good. Disc brakes are good. Brake pads is good with enough meat on it. And you talk about the inner side rim, not cracked. Inner side wall, no abrasion, bulges, cuts. You can say ABCs for short. They know what you're talking about. Just say abrasion, bulges, and cuts, or you can say no ABCs. Then you talk about the tire tread. The tire tread is good, and get the hammer, hit the tire. Tire is properly inflated. Now this is your major. You got 5 majors on pre-trip. Don't miss any of them. You gotta count all 100 lug nuts on the steer tires, drives, tandem tires on the drive side and passenger side. All the tire lug nuts you gotta count. Do both hands, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Turn left. Don't turn right. Right is tightened. Left is loose. If they move, that means they're loose. They're not gonna move. So go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 with both hands. Turn left. Then you go on the other side. You do the same thing. Talk about the coolant. Is properly leveled. Got the coolant cap is there. All the hoses are good. No abrasive bolts cuts. No ABCs for short. Steering column, just touch it. Is in good working order? You got power steering fluid. Pull out the oil dipstick. Check the oil. Put it back. You got oil in the thing. Then you talk about the frame again. The spring hangers. Oh my God! Look at. See, this is a video while driving. I'm about to hit traffic. If I knew that, I would have got off. I'm gonna get off the next exit. Well, this is a good thing, and that means I can really focus on what I'm talking about. This is why I usually have the GPS up. I'm on I-20 in Georgia. It freaking sucks if you know anything about I-20. God darn it. Anyway, stay focused. All right. So talk about the spring hangers again. The frame is good. Spring hammers is good. No damage. Leaf springs is not missing any leaves, not cracked. U-bolt connected to the steer axle. All steering axle components are present. Brake airline, no abrasive bolts or cuts, no ABCs. Brake chain was good. Brake caliper was good. Disc brakes or rotors are good. It got enough meat on the brake pad. Good. Inner side rim, no cracks. Inner side wall, no abrasive bolts or cuts, no ABCs. Tire tread depth is good. Hit the tire with the hammer. Make sure that hammer's with you. Hit the tire with the hammer, and the tire's properly inflated. Outer side wall, no ABCs. Outer side rim, no cracks. I'll call my wife back. 100 lug nut. Do the lug nuts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Turn left. Then close the hood. Put the latches back. Lock the latches back before you continue, or you're gonna fail. Close the hood. Put the latches back. On the driver's side, bring that hammer with you. You might as well just throw that to the drive tires. There's an inspection sticker on our truck right there by the hood. Look, tap it. Say the inspection sticker is up to date. Check the date. It's up to date. Check the window bracket. The mirror bracket is secured to the truck, and the mirrors are present. Look up and down. No damages on the side of the truck. Open up the little latch right there by the door. It shows the batteries. Batteries are good. Check the steps. Steps are secured. The storage compartment should be open, so you look in. The fuel, the fire extinguisher is secure. It's full. Close it. Boom. If the sticker is up to date. Def cap is present. Fuel cap is present. Fender is good. Touch the fender. Go to the back of the truck. Touch the back of the fairing. The fairing is secure. Go to the back of the truck. The DOT marker L's is present up top. Go down, look at the fuel tank. Fuel tank is secured. Touch the catwalk. Everything's secured. I'm not going to go through all that, but you go through the same thing with the dry tires. Talk about the tires, the frame. Oh, the fifth wheel. When you get to the fifth wheel, before you get to the fifth wheel, after you talk about the catwalk, there's a little fender right there, fairing or whatever you call that, right in front of the drives. Fender, whatever. Touch that, secure. Then the fifth wheel is a bolt that's out in the front. Talk about the bolt. The bolt is out, fifth wheel is tilted, ready to hook, and secured to the frame. Now you talk about the frame, or the same thing you did with underneath the hood. Sorry about that. I'll call my wife in a second. She's blowing up my phone, man. Where's my other phone at? I'll call her back. I don't have my I don't know what my other phone is. Alright, so we talk about the same thing. Once you get through the whole tractor, do all the lug nuts, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, on all the drive. Talk about the airbags. The airbags, no abrasion bolts and cuts on both sides. Once you get through all that, then you're gonna be ready to hook. But before you go, once you get back behind the tractor, you're gonna look underneath the trailer and you're gonna tell them there's no kingpin lock and I'm ready to hook. You're gonna stop the clock, right? You're gonna stop the clock. When you get in the truck, hold on. Sorry, throat was getting dry as heck. When you get in the truck, this is when you do the seatbelt. You got 5 measures, I told you. You got 100 lug nuts. No, seatbelt, tug test, fifth wheel kingpin is wrapped around, the fifth wheel jaws is wrapped around the kingpin. All 100 lug nuts. And the tandem pins are out on both sides, the drive side and passenger side. That's 5 majors. Don't miss your majors, and you will have no problem. And do it within 30 minutes, you will pass the pre-trip with no problem. Don't miss your majors. All right. So when you get back in the truck, you're going to back up because the truck ain't going to be connected. There's no time on the clock. So just when you talk about the seatbelt, you pull it out. It's not cut, not frayed. It locks and unlocks. That's your first major. Knock it out. When you hook, do the tug. That's major number 2. You knock 2, you got 3 majors to go. Like I said, when you get out of the truck, you start talking, the clock gonna start again. So you talk about the front of the trailer, they got an inspection sticker. You check the registration, make sure it matches the trailer. You put all your glad hands on. The glad hands are good, pigtails good. Plug them all up. And you get underneath, make sure there's no space between the apron of the trailer and the fifth wheel. And you talk about the pin is in the lock position, and the pulley arm for the fifth wheel is locked. Then you get underneath there. You talk about the jaws wrapped around the kingpin. That's your third major. And you just talk about the rest of the truck. Talk about the DOT tape. It's present on the side of the trailer. The side of the trailer is good, no damage. The clearance light working on top. You talk about everything. Just don't miss them tandem pins on both sides when you get to the back. And you have to get underneath the trailer. They're going to be slid back so you can get underneath to talk about everything. Talk about the leaf spring and the frame. You got to do that right underneath on both, on the front of the tires, of the trailer tires, and the back. And make sure you know if the trailer tires got rotors or disc brakes. All right. That's for onboarding. Sorry for guys that have watched my channel who's already done all of this. Now we're going to talk about the pay. All right, it's 59 cents a mile. Is this the term? Oh, that's ain't the term. I'm tripping. It's 59 cents a mile. Top out is 64 cents. Remember, Walmart pays you for everything you do. So you're not just getting paid for miles. You get paid 11. When you start your day, you get paid $10 for hooking. The activity is where your money is at. That's how, when you get all that, you build up all that activity. That's how you make your money here at Walmart. It's not just a mile. Activity. Activity is arrive. When you arrive to a destination, a store, or whatever, that's $11.50. It was arrive, drop, and arrive is $11.50. When you hook to a new trailer after dropping it, that's $10. If it's a live unload, if you got multiple starts, because you got grocery, GM is more, all GMs is just drop and hook, because GM is not on no pallets. GM, the boxes is loaded from the front to up to the top, all the way to the back. You don't want to be working in the warehouse, in the store, to unload GM. We don't do that. We don't touch freight. But that's why they give you them side eye when you drop that GM trailer. They got to be like 6 or 7 employees unloading that bad boy. So GM is mostly dropping hooks. No, it's all dropping hooks. Grocery, even if it's remix. Remix is dry grocery, and then you got frozen and dairy. That's the one where you use the unit. If I don't know what DC you out of, DC I'm out of is GM, but like Opelika, Alabama is grocery. Glunditch, Alabama is grocery, and so on. So you got multiple stops when you do groceries. Stop pay is $11.50. Stop drop is $11.50. Live unload is $12.50. Live unload, live load is $12.50. So just imagine you doing 6 stops, you got 6 hooks, 6 arrivals, just do the math. That's $21.50 multiplied by 6, plus the miles it took you to get to these places. You don't touch freight, but you get paid when they unload or live load. You mostly live load at a vendor. Now, you can make, the lowest I have made was $312, and that was on my 5th day coming back home. Because you're coming home, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of miles, because they're trying to get you back home. So that's the lowest I have made here at Walmart, was $312. Most of the time, I'm over $400 a day. The most I made it solo was like 5 something. That was some good miles. I was in North Carolina. I did a couple deliveries in North Carolina. Then they sent me all the way to Coleman, Alabama. So I made good that day. So I got the miles and the activity. That's the most I made in one day, was $525. But on a consistent basis, just on my experience, it's been like $400 or more. Like between $400 to $450 a day. And then that last day, the 5th day, usually, because they're getting you back home. So you're not going to have you all out there. That'll probably be your lowest pay of the week. It might be in the 300s. But you get paid an average day pay. So if your average day pay is $400 and you only did $320, I think you get paid $400. So it's based on your average day pay. And I think your average day pay is based on what you've done and within a 2 or 3 week span. Onboarding is $25 an hour. When you pass onboarding, that's when you become a Walmart driver. So next Monday after onboarding, you'll be at orientation. That's $240 a day. You might not stay there 10 hours. You might just stay there a few hours, like 7, 8 hours. You still gonna get the $240. No matter how long you stay there, you're gonna get the $240. That's the cool thing about that. I remember in my other video I said, if you're dealing with high blood pressure and stuff, so you've been dealing with onboarding, you've been stressed out, worried about, I'm trying to get that out of you so you don't be stressed out. But just in case your blood pressure is a little high, make sure you check it on Sunday. They're going to ask you when you pass onboarding that day, your DC going to call you. They're going to say, hey, you want to stay at the hotel Sunday? If you're dealing with high blood pressure, yes, stay at the hotel on Sunday. Get your full night's sleep at the hotel, so you don't have to drive in, because I'm an hour away. So you don't want to be driving in, because you're going to go to the clinic that Monday, so you want to be good, fully rested. Try not to eat anything if you're dealing with it like that. Check your blood pressure, make sure it's low. The doctors will work with you, but just make sure it's not high, not through the roof. Especially guys that stress out on any kind of test, even blood work test or any test, your blood pressure just go through. Just take the hotel. You don't have to pay. I said you have to pay it. Your own pocket. They'll put you in a hotel that Sunday. You're gonna be in a hotel all week anyway. And what's good about that? So it's $240 for training until you get clear and you start driving. You're gonna be with orientation for 5 days, and the next week. Oh my God, where is this cell phone? So I could just call this woman. Hold on, guys. Sorry, God, that was my wife. Yeah. I couldn't find my other cell phone. It was right here on the floor. All right. Yeah, she ain't appreciate it. I ain't answer that first one. You know how them wives get, boy. They get pissed out. You gotta answer that phone on point, on site. She's about to come out here. Anyway, love her. Anyway, Tom, where was I at? You know what? I'm turning right here. So once you finish orientation and stuff like that, and once you finish orientation, you're gonna go with a driver mentor for 2 weeks. If your jobs is cleared and all that, he's just gonna be on the passenger side. You're gonna get paid for all the trips. So that's the good thing. You still get your average day pay or whatever that is, but you should be able to make more than $240 that day. Especially if you got a lot of stores and stuff like that. Because you might make $400 that day on whatever trip y'all do. So definitely want to make sure you cleared. Get your jobs. If you got a lot of jobs like I did, bring your W-2 with you. That helps, just in case they can't reach out for a job. Bring out whatever paperwork you need to bring. Like maybe one of your jobs don't exist no more. Bring your pay stub in. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you can do to speed the process. Because you want to be cleared as quick as possible so you can start making money when you're with that driver mentor. I'm about to end soon because I'm about to pull up at PetSmart, get my dog some food. I don't want to be in PetSmart doing the video, which would be kind of fun. But so I discuss all the pay? Oh, so in my opinion, I don't know about every DC because maybe some DCs y'all get so much miles and stuff. Maybe I make more than $450 a day. I don't know. But usually it goes up and down. One day is $400, next day is $441. Maybe another day might be a little slow. It might be $390. I see a lot of that. And then you get paid $42 for layover. I forgot to leave that out. Layover is when you sleep in your truck. If you're not someone that comes home every day and you sleep in your truck, you could claim a layover. That's $42. So they pay you for everything. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be driving all over the country, man. You get paid for everything. I got food in here. Let me put the air conditioner on. What else? What am I leaving out? Oh, team. I'm gonna sum it all up in this video. Team is $491. It just got a raise. It was $481. So if you're someone that's interested in team, it's $491 a day. It's 6 days out, 3 days home. It's a rotating schedule, so you'll have a different day off every week. You should get a couple weekends a month. So at least you get a Saturday and Sunday off twice a month. It's a rotating schedule. I kind of like that. I'm doing 5-2, 5-3 if you watch any of my other videos. I'm Route B. Route B don't get that much weekends off. So a little pissed off about that. But I'm gonna do it. Once you do a bid, you gotta stay in it for 6 months. So I'll be doing it up to August, and then August I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm trying to get into Sam's Club in Atlanta. I heard them guys are coming home every night. I'm not sure if it's true. So if y'all interested in that, if you're in the Georgia area, you can apply directly to that. Hope you don't, so they'll have space open when my year comes. I'm just playing. But you don't have to be at LaGrange. You don't have to be in Monroe if you're in Georgia. You could apply right for that Sam's Club if it's an opening, if you see it on the driveforwalmart.com. Some DCs you might be home every day, but most of the time it's 5 days out, 2 days home. Depending on what the DCs offer, you might get Monday to Friday. You might not. They might have Sunday to Thursday, which I like Sunday to Thursday because I'm home. You get home Thursday evening, and if it's slow, you get home Thursday afternoon, which you get you 2.5 days off. So Sunday to Thursday, you're home Friday and Saturday. I'm a college football guy, so I love my Saturdays. So that's schedule I actually like. If I can't get a Monday to Friday, or Tuesday to Saturday, come home Saturday night, home Sunday to Monday. At least I can go to church on Sunday. My wife works from home, so technically, it really don't matter if I have the weekend. My kids don't live with me. My daughter lives in Florida, and my youngest lives not too far. Summertime coming, so if I do keep the same schedule, Saturday, Sunday would be no different than Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because they're out of school. So unless she works, then that kind of sucks. Then that'll mess me up. But, so it depends. If you do work Saturdays and Sundays, you get 7 cents a mile extra. So if you're starting out at 59 cents a mile, you'll be at 66 cents if you work both weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Here at Walmart, you get PTO. Get 21 days a year. and 4 safety days. As long as you don't get no incidents over a certain amount and no accidents, you get 4 safety days. If you don't use all your PTO, 10 days do get rolled over to the next year. And then I think they give you a check for the rest of the money. Your safety days don't get rolled over, so you use up your safety days. Use them up. When you first start, it takes 152 hours to get a PTO of working hours. So, if you do team, man, you're going to burn. You're going to get through that quick. But it's 152, and it comes down every year. 5 years, man, you probably like at 40 hours of work, 60 or whatever hours, and you get a PTO. You get the PTO much faster every year you've been here. Now I'm talking to the haters now. I'm going to get right in it. I've noticed that doing this YouTube stuff, man, you start getting people that say ugly stuff. Maybe don't like Walmart. Maybe don't like you. And they just say just comment unnecessary, don't even make sense of what they're saying. Just comment. All right, I'm talking to you guys, man. I ain't going to be ugly. Look, there's plenty of good jobs out there. You got KLLM. I work for many. KLLM. I work for R&L. I love both of them. I should have stayed at R&L. I would have had 15 years at R&L. 10 or 11 years at R&L. I would have been doing straight right now. Their team is good, too, if you like team. I heard their team is making real good money. And their trucks go 72 miles per hour. I like that. Their team trucks. R&L's a good company. I'm not saying Walmart is the best company. Never said it. I like it. Out of all the companies I work for, I like Walmart. That's just my opinion. I like the logistics, man, of it. I like how it's so easy when we just go to these vendors. Sometimes they use the numbers that we used as our pickup. I like that. It's simple. And most of it's drop and hook. And even if it's live unload, if that load ain't gonna be ready for 4 or 5 hours, we just call the rock and the people that dispatches, and we say, hey, the vendor said they're not gonna be ready in 4 hours. They'll just take you off. Or if you gotta wait, you give them 45 minutes, you start getting paid detention. But most of the time they be like, all right, we could put you on the load. Boom, simple, keep it moving. Keep them wheels turning. I love it. It's the logistic, it's the management. It's just so, it's so easy. It's just so, it makes your life, it don't stress you out. Now I can just talk for me with my experience. You barely see a disgruntled driver, man. Because it's just, everything's so easy. A lot of times, especially when you're doing drop and hook, you just drop. You ain't even talking to nobody. Put that paper in the back of the trailer. Check the trailer. Make sure the door, the plate is down. The door is down. Look. See, you can kind of peep in there with a flashlight. You don't see no seal, no paperwork. Most likely that's an empty or they got pallets on it. Either or. Drop your load in the door. Pull that out. Check the back. Boom, empty. Put your lock on. Gone. You gone. That's it. $21.50. Arrive and hook. $21.50. I love it. If you got multiple stops, but your last stop got 10 pallets, and they got an empty, drop that thing. We gone. We out. It's so freaking simple. I love it. I love it. The employees know what to do. They know you don't touch freight. They know that. They know they're supposed to clean the trailer out. They know that. The only thing I don't like, sometimes they take forever to answer the back door, man. I hate that, man. Oh, come on, man. 2 minutes go. You're like, oh, man. You don't hear nothing. You don't hear no movement. Then you got to walk around to the store. That's the only thing. That sucks. You know what I mean? But the only thing I don't like about Walmart, I'm not saying Walmart's the best job. I just like it. For all my experience, it's the best out of all the jobs I had. But there's other companies out here. This is for you haters. I never said Walmart's the best. It's just in my experience, I love everything about it. Man, one dude got on here, subscriber that start with an R. Whoever you are. He said, I hope you don't get let go from Walmart. And I hope you don't commit suicide. Where? Why? Where in any of my videos where I have said I am going to commit suicide? This is the foolishness that comes on my page. And I just sit here like, why? Like, bro, I never said Walmart was the best company. If I get let go from Walmart for whatever reason, obviously it's something I did wrong and I got fired. I have 21 years of experience of driving trucks. God is my source. No matter what job I do, God is my provider. So I don't worry about where my money comes from. I know I'll get another job. I could use this car for Lyft and Uber. I've done it full time. God is my provider. So stop saying the stupid. I'm sorry, but it's the most stupidest thing I have ever read. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I know Walmart is not for everybody. I get it. But man, I don't care if you just, you make comments on my thing, but make it make sense. Make it make sense. Where have I ever said my life, first of all, this body, I don't care if you believe God or not. This is God's body. He created it. I protect it. The Holy Spirit is in me. I try to live my life right. I'm not righteous and not perfect. Only Jesus is. But I try to strive for perfection. The last thing, I would never kill myself. Now, God forbid, I might make a stupid move that could get myself hurt. But I'd never choose to take my life. That's to that one subscriber. I love life. I try to make better decisions so I can enjoy heaven on earth. I try to get out of debt. I mean, I got little bills right now. That's why I work at Walmart, because they pay the most. I try to get out of debt so I can have peace. So I'm not a slave to my creditors. The only people I should owe is owe love to everybody. I shouldn't be owing nobody else anything else but love. But I owe debt. I got debt. So I'm in debt to my credit. I owe the money. I love my life. I have came a long way. I have done some bad things. Did a lot of things. You know, this trucking life, you know, from back in the days, you already know. I lived that life. And now I'm delivered from it. I praise God for his mercy and grace every day, giving us the time to get this thing right. And the only reason I started getting right, because I realized I can't do it on my own. I trust in him. He's the one that makes my life perfect. I don't care if you believe or not. I'm just telling you based on me. My marriage should be over. But because of him, I love my wife. My wife loves me. We're happy. You know, I make some, we fight, you know what I'm talking about. You marriage people. But because of my creator, the one that keeps this heart beating, he's the one that brings the joy in my household. So that foolishness, talk about, I hope Walmart don't let you go. And you might take your life. If Walmart let me go, guess what? Go to another job. Make money in my own car. Figure it out. Work from home. Go back to school. In many ways, I trust God is my provider, not Walmart. Guess who told me to apply for Walmart? The creator. Watch my video. He screamed it in my head. If I never heard from God before, I heard from him that day. Because I got the post office job. I got it. I wanted a job with pension. I wanted the post office job. And I prayed on that thing. I said, God, I was driving down the road. Was I driving down the road? Yeah, I was driving down the road. I had the link to come to onboarding. And I was driving for, I think, FedEx Ground. And I said, Lord, man, I need guidance, man. I need to know. I need to know which job to take. I need to know. Come and talk to me. You know best. You see further ahead. You see my end and which job is best. And that thing was screaming in my head. Walmart, Walmart. I was thinking post office. because I knew I would be home every day. And I got pension. So I knew it was God. I was like, say less. And I made good money in 2022. I don't know why I quit. Well, I know why I quit, but I was making money. I was teaming full time. And so, these are for your haters, man. I'm sorry for this long video, but y'all can cut it loose. Y'all can hang up. And then I'm giving y'all all one video. I'm talking to y'all guys, man. I love my life, man. I'm not committing suicide, man. Why we put that on my page? No. I don't think Walmart is the best job ever out there in the whole country. I'm sure there are better jobs. It's something. I don't like the split seating. I want to have my own truck, my own key to the truck, leave my food in there, all my dry food, leave my TV, Xbox. I want to leave all that. I like a truck. I like that. But that's not the Walmart way. You got to clean out the truck. Very small thing for a great job. I'm telling you, when you guys come here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. It's easy. The logistics, man, is easy. Get to a vendor. They respect the uniform. They know how DOT. Let's talk about DOT. If they pull you over, they know it's easy work. They already know it's gonna be an easy one. Let me just pull this Walmart over. It sucks for us. Like, oh, come on, man. They already know. They know everything is straight because they know how we train. As long as you keep it up. Just because you leave onboarding, I continue touching the lug nut. I still do it. I still count the lug nuts. I still do. I never did it before, but I do it now. I keep the Walmart. I still check the registration, make sure it matches the trailer. So when you get pulled over, that's easy work for them. They're like, let me just get this over with so I could, do my last hour, pull this Walmart over. Know it's gonna be easy work. They already know. When they pull you over, they already know they giving you a passing grade. They already know. They should. They should. That's you. If you don't get a pass, that means you ain't doing your preacher. They already know. They pull us over, man, because they know we good. Look at that cute little dog. What they call that? Boston Terrier? I ain't going to show the person. I ain't going to put somebody else on video, but cute little dog. I'm here at PetSmart. Let me start chatting, man, because go back home. Enjoy my family. I only got 2 days home. All right. I'm going to let the Lord lead, but y'all let me know if y'all want me to do another video. I'm going to let the Lord lead, but I think I talked about enough. And this is really a video for guys that haven't done onboarding yet. You got this. 5 majors. Don't miss them. Seatbelt, tug test, 5th wheel king wrapped around the jaws wrapped around the kingpin. All 100 lug nuts. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Turn left. Tandem pins are out on the drive side. Tandem pins is out on the passenger side. Do it within 30 minutes. Tell the instructor that you are done. Just found out. If you don't tell you done all the pre-trip, brake tests, you made him check your headlights in the front and brake lights in the back, you tell him you're done. Because he'll just keep going with the clock. I didn't know that. One of the drivers at Blunders told me that if you don't tell him stop, and it goes over 30 minutes, even if you did everything, you still fail. That's some real petty stuff. So make sure you tell the instructor you done with the pre-trip. Click. Don't fail because you didn't tell him stop, which is, I think it's some petty stuff, man. Come on, mentors. Stop this, man. I want all of y'all to pass, okay? This is the whole purpose of my videos. So all you haters, I just want y'all to pass onboarding. I said in my other video, if 30 people come, I want 30 people to pass. If y'all use me as a bonus, a referral or not, don't matter. I want y'all, look what happened to Brundage. That was controlled by Swift. It's all Walmart. This is what we want as Walmart. We want the outside carriers to be replaced with Walmart drivers. You know, Walmart be in some crazy areas, man. I mean, I didn't know LaGrange even exists until I came to Walmart. I was like, LaGrange? I probably pass it all the time. And I remember when the pilot was at exit 13 in Georgia, that was probably LaGrange. I never even know that was the name of the city. Never knew LaGrange even existed until Walmart. They be in some strange areas, like Brundage, Alabama. I mean, is that even a? Never even heard of it. Douglas. Nah, I think I heard of Douglas before. Monroe. Yeah. So Coleman, Alabama. Yeah, I knew about Coleman because I worked at R.E. Garrison. I ain't like R.E. Garrison. That lease purchase, man. Leave that lease purchase alone, man. Come here at Walmart. That lease purchase sucks. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm done, man. This is 1 minute, hour, whatever. I'm done. What else? If I left anything else, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of everything. The management is good. What's your employee number, driver? All your stuff is listed. You get what you don't have to be begging them for work. Once you start your time, once you give them the right ETD, estimate time of departure, the computer already knows what to do. It already know where you at, what's available, and they just give you the work. I love that, man. I don't talk to management. I don't talk to them. Only time you don't even want to talk to them. If you talk to them, that means something going on. I know their name. I say, hey, what up? What up? How y'all doing? That's it. That's as far as I want to go. I only talk to James Watson when I need something or I have to ask them a question. But otherwise than that, I don't want to talk to them. Except hi and bye. Man, I feel like I'm on my own boss out there, man. You just doing your thing. You get to meet people. They love the uniform. It look good, man. They love the uniform. The vendors, everybody love to see you in the uniform. They respect you. That uniform got some clout to it, man. I don't know what it is. But they respect us out here. And we give them respect, man. Oh, I'm going to leave this and I'm done. Remember, we represent Walmart, right? When you work here at Walmart. So all them when people cut you off, and I got to learn this myself. Remember, they're the customer. They're the customer. They always come first. You're going to hear that in onboarding. Whose Walmart is? Your Walmart. Who's number one? The customer. You're going to hear this. You're going to know the slogan. I forgot the song. Forgive me, Walmart driver. I forgot it. Don't look at me like Navy SEALs. Like I'm supposed to know all the verbiage. I forgot it, y'all. Okay. I know all I know, customer number one. So that potential customer that cuts you off or do something that pissed you off so bad, before you react, think about it. That's your money. Just let it go. Like I had a guy help a lady out. She was stranded right here. There was another lane right here. All he had to do was pull over and tell the girl to come over. Now the light was red all this time. He saw that lady there. And he didn't want to help her till it turned green. Now I'm living. I'm hot. I held that lady on the horn. I laid on it. Flash the headlight. Click, 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 click. Drove off. And I thought about that. Thought about that thing. Dude, come on, man. You Walmart. You don't do that over here. You ain't working for JB Hunt. That customer, you might have pissed that customer off. Now he don't want to work for Walmart no more. He ain't never shopping at Walmart. He's like, what? I'll never shop at Walmart again. He didn't say that, but those are things you got to think about. So I'm just giving you nuggets, man. Before you flick them off, give them the middle finger, do something crazy, throw Peabody out the window, try to hit his car, because he dropped 25 miles per hour to 70 just to piss you off. Just think about it like, that's my money. Just sit there and just pray for that man. Lord, deliver this guy that's trying to cause me to get in an accident or try to piss me off. Control my emotions. God bless him. He gave me the middle finger. God bless him. She gave me the stare down of death. God bless her. I don't know what's going wrong with her and her family. She might just had a bad day. Husband might have pissed her off and she taking it out on me. But Lord, give me the patience to not to react, to control my negative emotions, to not let it affect my actions. I'm gonna leave you with that. I think I'm leaving something out, but this video is so long. I gotta end it. I'm the benefits are good. 401k, we got stock. Benefit is great. I'm leaving some. Just take care of the next guy with split seeing. They clean it for you, you clean it for them. They get you in trouble if you don't clean it out. And I'm gone on that. Love you guys. Hey, before you subscribers or anybody watch, before you type something negative, and you're going to do it anyway, I love you, man. God bless. I hope all is well with you and your family, whoever you are. If you see me on the street, man, give me a pound, man. I'm about love, dude. Give me a pound, give me a fist bump. Hey, man, I seen you on video. Even though you're the one that said, I hope you die. When you see me face to face, man, show me love. I'm show you love. You know how people do it behind the camera. On the internet, man, they say all that stuff, but they see you face to face. Hey, man, how you doing, brother? God bless you. No, before you type that foolishness, man, don't do it. Just don't do it, man. It's not necessary. But if you're going to do it, I'm going to respond back in love. I might call you an idiot, but then I'm going to take it down. I got to work on me, too. I'm not perfect. But I'm going to respond in love. I'm never going to curse you out. I never do that. I'm going to make sure of that. Hey, man, you like my wristbands? Lakers, baby. LeBron James. Hey, enjoy while he's in the league. We gone. I'm out. God bless. About to go play Xbox. And then clean my house. I know that's backwards. It's supposed to be clean the house back. I gotta get game Xbox. I gotta get ready, man. When I come home, get my game in. And I'm gone. Love you guys. Be safe. Keep between the lines. Praise Jesus Christ. We gone.